Hey y'all, welcome. Oh my gosh, hold on, my earring just came. I need an earring back. Oh my god. Welcome to the living room, y'all. You are watching the JONCEA show where I'm telling you, it's just like if we sitting in the living room and right now my earring back just fell and I don't know what to do. Where to do? We don't have no more ear.
Let's put it back in there. I think it'll
We don't have no more.
hold your
Anybody
earlobe.
got pencils? We don't even use pencils no more. Oh my gosh.
I told you I got a annihilator you can use.
Give me a little piece of now later, cousin, because you know what? But
You
my
guys are not
earring
witnessing
back,
this.
my earring back just fell out. Oh, this is so ghetto. Hey, y'all, welcome to the John C. Show, where anything can happen, anything goes. I know y'all like, oh my gosh, what in the world is John C. wearing? What is he? Look. Let me just tell y'all. My special guest today is super special, by the way. She's not only my cousin. She's not only special to me. I don't know how we're going to get this now lady to work in the back of my ear. But you know, as a woman, we do anything. And I mess around because this
Don't
is
open
actually...
it. I think you should just break a piece off with the paper on it and then stick it through. If you could. Or do you have a knife?
Let's see.
I bet Nick has a knife.
Let me see, y'all. This ghetto right here. I'm telling you.
This is creative.
I know. I don't know.
It's called ingenuity.
It's giving me work.
There it is.
And I got to eat this now later too. Look at God. I'm about to look real tacky eating this now later on here. But y'all, let me introduce y'all to my cousin, Miss SHA Dixon is in the house.
Hey.
SHA Dixon is her nickname that we call her. But her real name is Miss...
Fredrisha Dixon.
I know your name.
Oh,
I
I'm
just
sorry.
want to
I
make sure
thought
I
you
could
were
say it.
needing some help.
I just
pronouncing.
no, I actually know how to pronounce your name. It's like JONCEA. You know the Dixons play too much. Y'all play too much. Y'all didn't think we had to do anything in the world, Mom?
Well, it's okay. You
It's
know,
all right.
I actually like my name. It's unique.
It's authentic.
It's very authentic, and growing up, nobody could pronounce it, including like my teachers. So the first day of school for me used to always be tragic, and it got so bad to where when I was younger, I didn't even want nobody to try to say my name, so I would just automatically be like, just call me Shay. But now, especially in a professional setting, I insist on being called Fredrisha, and every adult should be able to pronounce that.
Girl, because let me tell you something. JONCEA. Janika, Janisa, JONCEA. I'll be like, JONCEA. Look. I'm 5 years old. It's JONCEA. Oh, that's so pretty. Wow.
Your daddy's name must be John.
My daddy's name was John. May you rest in peace, John. And my mother's name is Renee. Also, the meaning of Renee is press for John. Like, what was you doing? I don't like my name like she like hers. Okay. No. She's grown to love her name. I'm grown. I've just grown with my name. No, kidding. But I got Frederica. Fredrisha. I'm gonna call you Shay.
Frederick, just like Frederick
call
with
you
Sha at the end.
I did that on purpose.
Fredrisha.
I know her name. I'm just playing with her. But Shay. I have Shay on the show. First of all, before I tell them why I got you on the show, I need y'all to know that my cousin only wears white. So today, in honor of her, Lord knows this was hard. I don't wear white clothes because I'm not a dirty girl, but I'm like a girl that always get dirty, like food on my clothes,
White
makeup.
makes you more conscious of that.
Like I really did put on this white T-shirt that I think I got from set or something. I don't remember. Somebody said you should always have a white T-shirt in your closet. This and that, this and that. I mean, when I say I found this and put this on for you, and I also put on my Wakanda. The last time I wore this was when Wakanda the movie first dropped. Okay.
Black Panther?
Yeah. What I call it?
Wakanda, the movie.
When Black Panther first dropped. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Make sure we all good. Okay, good. Hi, guys. So I wore this for you because one thing about my cousin people don't know, I'm telling you, I have an aunt in D.C., Aunt Nene, and a cousin, Shay, here in L.A. They do not play about their people. Okay? She is 1,000% pro-black, anything black, anything African, anything like her religion. We don't like to use the word religion, but her beliefs. I mean, just everything. And I really wanted to honor you today. I
feel like you honoring yourself. You look like a beautiful queen today. Really. And
I didn't give y'all makeup. I wanted to give you real African, authentic. This for you. I didn't want to Hollywood it. I didn't want to nothing. You know, when I woke up, I was like, you know what? I ain't gonna put on one of them wigs. I'm just gonna wrap my.
JONCEA.
I did this for you, girl. So,
don't she look beautiful? Really, she looks so beautiful.
I don't know if I look beautiful, but I got a
you look beautiful.
annihilator
I said it
behind my ear.
When I first saw you, you look so
out.
beautiful.
Yeah, you did in the parking lot. You was like, oh my God, you look so beautiful, and I just laughed at myself because I was like, I knew my cousin would love this. I just knew it when I put it on. I said, you know what? I'm just gonna all white it the best I can. And that's the real reason why I ain't putting no makeup, because it would be makeup all over this shirt. Let me tell you. But I'm sitting up here playing with the annihilator. But anyway, what did I make? Oh, JONCEA. What shape
did you
is
make?
this? I just
what
was
is on your mind?
You know what this is? This is one of those pigs.
A nail.
It's one of them pigs at Cracker Barrel that you when you play that game. How did I end up? Oh my gosh. Okay, that's another whole story. We're not here for any of that. So, I have my cousin Shay on the show because, listen, y'all not going to believe this. My girl just got done law school, okay? She just got done law school. She took the bar. Did you get your results?
I get the results today at 6 p.m. You will be with me when I get the results.
Cousin,
so, yes.
No, are you serious? You get the results today at 6?
Yes.
I
need everybody
exam.
To pray for me.
God,
Let's all pray that when I log into my account, it says that I successfully passed the July 2021 bar exam.
I'm going to cry like I passed.
I know it's been a long time coming, hasn't it?
Hey, cousin, I remember when you first went to law school. You was like, I'm going to law school. And I was like,
is that how it sounds?
Is you crazy? Because let me tell y'all about my
Yes,
cousin.
I was crazy. Yes.
I'm going to keep saying my cousin, too, by the way. Don't you hate people like that? We know it's your cousin. Stop. We know it's your best friend. Me and my best friends always be like, my best friend, my best friend. But I'm going to say this about my cousin, right? She called me a couple years ago. It was about 3?
Which phone call? I don't know which phone call.
How long were you in law school?
So my complete process was 5 years.
Golly, that was 5 years
Yeah, it was a
ago?
5-year process. I spent my first year at People's College of Law, a human rights focused law school, and it's also an unaccredited law school. So after my first year of study, the California bar makes us sit for what is called the first year law students exam, or the baby bar. And so after I completed my first year, I sat for the baby bar. I passed the baby bar, and then I applied to an accredited law school, which is Trinity Law School, the school that I graduated from. So I was originally supposed to be coming out around like December of 2020, but then COVID happened, which
pushed everything
it
back.
did, because I had I was scheduled to go to the Netherlands for the summer human rights program,
that.
right? And so because of COVID, that was canceled. So it took out some course hours that would have made me graduate sooner, but it's okay. Everything happened in perfect timing.
God, He is perfect.
Yes.
He can't. We what we expect, He's higher.
Yeah.
Even if the road is a little bit, it's all good.
Yeah.
Because that's what you are sitting here, and we are going to go live with them results at 6 o'clock.
I'm glad that I'm going to be with you. I know, me too.
I'm going to.
Because I can't look at it myself. I'm going to need you to look
God,
at it and tell me that I passed.
Okay, this is not on the same level, but I just remember when with hair school.
That is on the same level.
I remember my father was like, "Here you go. Your hair school results is in," and it was in an envelope, and I had to open it. I was like, "Oh my God, Daddy, you open it!" Okay, I need to say this too, though. This was the 3rd time. I was done.
It's okay.
It took me because I'm one of those people that's I'm not a good tester. I'm hands on.
Yeah.
So written stuff is like, ugh.
Mm-hmm.
And I took it 3 times, and the 3rd time, okay, the first time I took it, I was I was 2 points away.
Wow.
The second time I took it, I was 1 point off.
Oh, man.
And my mom was like, well, good. That means the
Getting
next time you're
closer.
going to pass or something mess like that.
Right.
I said, I'm not taking the shit again. I remember
I
saying
feel
that to
you
my
on
mom.
that. I feel you.
And my mom was like, no, you're going to take it. And let me tell you why. Now, this, to anybody that has to take a test to pass to be in your career, what my mom said was one of the smartest, most genuine things you could ever say to make a person keep going. She said, I need you to know, every person, this is her voice, I'm sorry, y'all, she talked like the nanny. Every person that's ever taken this test had to pass it. So every hairstylist you see had to pass the test no matter how many times they took it. So if you want to be what you want to be, you're going to take it again until you pass.
Yeah. That's a beautiful story.
Isn't that great,
But
though?
I feel you when you said you didn't want to take it again. I don't
No, I
want to
wasn't
take the
taking
bar
it the third.
again.
I wasn't taking it the third time.
It's terrible. Like,
And let me tell you something. With all my kids, everything they did, driving tests and all that, guess what I said to them to make them pass?
what?
We ain't taking it again. Like, I ain't had a mama. Y'all ain't had a mama. I had, okay? We ain't taking this shit again. You
Right.
don't pass it, you short. Like, look.
Yeah.
But I, the third time, and then they got a nerve not to even tell you your score when you do pass.
It don't matter if you pass. Look, I
I
don't care.
wanted to
They
know
don't
how
need to
much
show
I
me my
passed by, 'cause I
essays.
studied.
They don't need to give me a score. Just say, here is this
I'm
green
about to
card
cry
for you
thinking about
to
it,
move forward with your
because
career. That's
this
all.
was a journey for you.
It's still a journey, JONCEA.
I'm talking
I'm
about
still
law
on it.
school.
Okay,
We're going to
yes.
go to the next level. We know why you're here, and we're all excited about it. But law school, everything that you went through when you was going through law school, and let me know if you don't want to talk about it, but I do recall you sending your son right before law school, like you did every summer. You sent your son to stay with his dad for the summer,
To spend 3 weeks there.
to spend 3 weeks,
Yeah.
and he never came back.
And he never came back. It's okay.
And it's all right. It's all right. I wore a sweatshirt yesterday to a show that said, and this is like one of my favorite sayings, and I say it to you all the time, it's okay for everything not to be okay. It really is. And
Yeah.
that was a process for
Yeah.
you. All of us.
Yeah.
Because we were holding you up.
Yes.
But that was a whole process of just learning and letting go and just understanding, being spiritually connected to yourself, you know, to your God. It was a lot.
Yeah.
A lot of growth.
Absolutely. And I would not have been able to make it through without y'all, with my family, my friends, my spirituality, my therapist,
Yeah.
just combined push me through it all. And I'm so grateful and
Because
so
her baby
thankful.
was what? Was he about 13 at the time?
15 actually. This was just 2019.
Oh, that's right.
Right before COVID. Right. He was 15 years old, which is why the court there in New York let him stay, because the judge said that she wasn't going to make him leave New York if he wanted to stay there. So, you know, despite his father not being there,
His whole life.
she just, wherever he wanted to be, because he was 15, she said that is what she would accept. And that's what happened.
And the reality of it is, a lot of us, hold on one second, caller. The reality of it is, a lot of children, especially boys, be wanting to be with their father.
I know. And that he had that desire, and I respect that. I know that he needed to go and see who his dad was for himself. He felt like that there was something that he needed to learn that only his dad could teach him. So I knew that I couldn't stand in his way regarding that.
That's so big of you.
It took me
a while to get there. I know,
because
I
at
never heard you
first
say
I
that.
was like, I want
You
my
don't give a
son
fuck.
back
I remember,
now.
because
I flew up there.
I remember you was fighting people and everything.
I didn't fight anyone.
No, I'm
Someone
talking
put their hands on me.
No, wait. I wasn't talking about the actual
Okay.
fight, cousin.
Oh, okay.
You ain't got to tell all that. Excuse me. I
The
mean
spiritual fight.
Thank
The
you.
spiritual
Put your
fight,
hands
yes.
down. Somebody touched me. Wait a minute. I didn't know you fought for it. What happened? No, I'm playing. But just the fact that you fell back and you learned to understand, you know what, maybe this is good for him.
Yeah.
But look what it did for you.
I know.
You had time by yourself to do law school.
I had time to focus on myself for the first time in my adult life.
Yeah.
You know, so I have never been able to think about myself while making my decisions first. It's always been my son or somebody else, but never myself. And it gave me that opportunity. And I like who I am, and I like finding out more stuff about
yourself,
me.
and
I like putting me first. I like, I never shopped for myself. I used to
of course
just buy.
kids, it's all about them.
Exactly. So I wouldn't even do something as simple as buy myself a new pair of shoes. However, now I'm okay with going to buy something for myself, and I feel like I deserve it. I don't, it's just a lot of things that I think they were mental barriers that kept me from being able to put myself first that aren't there anymore.
Yeah,
And I'm
that's
thankful.
good. Hold on 1 second, though. Caller, thank you for calling, and let us know where you're calling from.
Oh, this is Brent.
Hold
Brent
on,
Taylor
Brent.
from Los Angeles.
Hey, Brent.
What's up?
Do me a
Comedian Brent
favor.
Taylor. What up, yo?
I love you. Do me a favor. Call back in like 15, 20 minutes.
Shit, see, this is why I'm going to be calling you, JONCEA. Every time I call you, you say that to me. I called you last night at 2 in the morning, and you said the same thing. Well, I'm going to call back. Okay. I'm going to wait and get
so much. Make sure you're watching us live so you can see when you come in.
Okay, for sure.
I love you. I love me some Brent. Okay.
He has a nice voice.
He's a nice guy, but that's another whole story.
Don't be trying to gas it, Nick. Stop.
Nick, stop. This is about SHA today. So back to just growing and going to law school without being a parent.
Also, I went to law school without an graduate degree, and a lot of people who have aspirations to get into the legal field or to earn a law degree feel like they can't because they dropped out of school. I dropped out of school. However, there are law schools or law school programs that will accept you with the amount of, and that is the process that I took, which is like the hardest journey that you could possibly go to obtain a Juris Doctor degree.
Wow.
So I say that to say my first and only degree that I've received is a Juris Doctor degree, the highest graduate level degree in law. And I did it, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's possible. If I can do it, anybody can do it.
Let me tell you something. That is a lie. Y'all, I don't want nobody out there to think you got the same aspirations as SHA.
It's not a lie. People
she studied.
I studied
SHA
a lot.
listen, that's a lie. None of y'all do.
You gotta study a lot.
That this girl did, okay? Don't even wake up and think you're gonna be a lawyer tomorrow, right?
Yes, please wake up and think that you can be a lawyer, because you can
joking.
be a lawyer.
This girl,
especially if it's your destiny.
SHA,
can't nothing stop that.
Let me tell you something.
It's
Your
true.
cousin is a comedian, okay? So I'm gonna need you not to be
sorry.
serious.
I just need them to know that
I'm
they
joking.
can do it too. Okay.
She like,
okay.
Cut the joke. You can do it. Like, okay, cousin, we get it.
You're right. Go ahead. I digress.
Hey, let me tell you how serious she be about Black Power. You see my hair? I'm like,
You look so pretty.
She said you look so beautiful. No white girl wigs today. But I just want to say, being the person that was right there with your journey and crying and praying and going to lunch and making you step away for 10 minutes from school and all of that, I am so proud of you.
Thank you.
Like, remember, I was like, when you graduate, we gonna turn up. Like, girl, I was at that graduation. I felt like a proud older sister. I am. Don't cry. You're gonna make me cry. Don't do that. Sit. Don't cry. But no, because before we go any further with your greatness, I need you to know, to the highest level of being proud of something, I am so proud of you.
Thank you, Johnson.
Because I watched everything try to rip you down, from family fights to I just watched so much try to just bring you down. Environment. I'm talking about.
You crying. Don't do that.
You the one crying.
You need to stop.
You're making me cry. Y'all, this is the living room. This is what would be going
We're
on
not
if
crying.
we wasn't on camera, y'all.
We're not crying. You are crying.
Because
it's
SHA,
okay. It's all right.
people don't know this. We're in Los Angeles. It's already hard being away. SHA is not from here. Tell them where you from.
I'm from Nashville, Tennessee.
She's from Nashville, Tennessee, y'all.
That's where all my family, the rest of my family is.
And she moved here away from her family with her son. It was just her and her baby for so many years, and then it began to be just her, and she's still fought through every adversity. I mean, so many things were being thrown at you in this city where it don't matter if you got a dream or not. If you ain't strong, you got to go.
Yep.
That's one thing I respect about Los Angeles and the people here.
Yeah.
Like, leave then, go.
Right.
And it was like, you know what? Not only were you an actress full time, people didn't know that, while she was in law school.
And I had a very supportive work family. Man, the people at my job were so supportive. They really helped me through law school too, because they allowed for me to study during work hours and test in dressing rooms. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like a lot. They went above and beyond to help me reach this goal.
Do you want to shout out that TV
to
show?
Brooklyn Nine-Nine, the entire production company, the whole crew, everybody from the directors, the whole directors department, all the way to like our wardrobe, our makeup, like our set dressing people, literally everybody. These are professionals that are at the absolute top of their game.
Yeah, they are.
And for them to see the strides that I was attempting to make and encouraging me and providing space for me to be able to work so that I could keep a roof over my head and still pursue my education was like, I could not have asked for anything more than that. I'm so thankful.
And my cousin paid for her school herself.
Yep.
By the way, every dime, she no help. I'm
Well,
telling you.
hold on. One semester I did ask for the community to assist me. I was $3,000 short on my tuition.
Okay.
And I made a post on Instagram, and people just started donating. And by the end of that weekend, I had the $3,000 to pay the rest of my tuition.
Look at God. Look at God.
So that happened. So I do have a very supportive community, and I love y'all, and I'm so thankful for
In
y'all.
every way.
Yeah.
All right, so let's just talk about why we are here. Seriously. Other than us all saying congratulations.
Thank you. JONCEA, stop, please.
No,
JONCEA.
okay, I'm gonna stop. That's enough. I got to tell myself, cut. Jay, like, digress. Girl, you always fucking crying. Okay, let me stop. Because I just went back to just some of those days where I would not have been able to make it out here. And your job was an actress. It's so hard being an actress by itself. And then law school is another whole level of hard. You can't nobody do no law school.
JONCEA.
On top of all the bullshit that was going on with your son, like you did it. Well, I don't even care what happens at 6 o'clock. Today,
No, we care what happens at 6
I'm just
o'clock.
saying,
We
6
care.
o'clock is not even for another 5 hours.
Oh my God.
But as of today, before the 6 o'clock, oh gosh, I can't stop crying.
Please stop
I
crying.
just want to tell you
I
did
want to
it.
look cute.
I know,
I
right?
wanna-
Golly, we going to lunch after this, Biggie. I'm talking to myself, so I'm looking at my hand. Like, chill. No. But you are running for mayor
Of Inglewood, California.
of Inglewood. She's running for mayor, y'all. I have to tell a quick story before we get into this. I love stories. That's what I do on stage. Like, people are like, you ain't no comic. I just tell stories. I don't care about y'all. I'm funny. So, my cousin got mad at me because I don't live where black people live. I don't think I ever really did live where... I don't live where black people live. I love black people. I do. I just don't want to live by y'all.
What? That's
No, I'm
so
playing.
crazy.
You can't say that in front of Shay. She's like, what? I'm joking,
Okay.
cousin.
Because you definitely lived in Inglewood.
That's
for
what I was about to say.
Okay.
2 months in Inglewood and it was done. So like I couldn't find parking. I just couldn't. It was just certain things. But my cousin was like, you need to move where your people at. That's your problem. You always want to be living around all these other people. And first of all, LA has a lot of diversity of people. So it's not, I just like certain areas. I like the Valley because it's closer to where I work. I work in Hollywood. It's closer to Hollywood. I don't
Inglewood
like traffic.
is only 10 miles away from
I
Hollywood.
don't like traffic, and they don't understand unless you move here. 10 miles is 3 hours.
You're exaggerating, but okay. Oh, I'm sorry.
Is it like
You're
an hour and a
Canadian,
half
so.
at least?
Maybe
So a person
like
that don't
30
like
minutes,
traffic,
about
Shay,
30 minutes.
Shay lies. 30
About-
minutes? Come
about
on, Shay.
26. Yeah, I think so.
Hold on, y'all. My
10
homemade
miles,
earring
like 30
back
minutes.
came off.
45 minutes.
Shay.
Look, 30 minutes, 45 minutes.
Shay know good and well when she worked in the valley, she left
Yeah,
at
about
about
45 minutes to
you
get to work, for sure. Yeah, about 30, 45 minutes.
y'all, that's a lie.
In traffic, okay, an hour and a half.
Thank you.
Okay,
Now
in
who want to
traffic.
drive an hour and a half? Who want to do that every day, back and forth?
But it's just something about the energy and the vibe of the Black community
I
that
love the energy and the vibe of the Black community. That's why I love visiting you. But you know what?
no, I look at it the opposite way. It's like we are, as Black people, all Black people in general, when we go into our works, we are kind of acting as chameleons. We are changing ourselves so that we can blend in with, the, I don't want to say dominant society, but the majority of our population. And we don't have very many, it's just easier to be at home. You go home around people who you can relate to, who look like you, who aren't judging you. Well, they do still judge us based off of what we look like. But I don't think that the judging based off of what we look like is as dangerous as it can be in a non-Black community for a Black person.
So I moved to Inglewood for 2 months and I had to go. It's really loud. It's like
It is not really okay. Okay, fine.
I'm not gonna say nothing bad about
I'm not gonna dispute it.
You like
the Inglewood's a great place to live.
No, it really is. And how long have you lived in Inglewood?
Almost 7 years.
She's lived in Inglewood 7 years.
Yeah, I found my home here.
So guys, my cousin woke up one day and decided she was going to run for mayor of Inglewood. Like, who does that? That is amazing.
Someone who wants to make positive changes in their community.
Well, then that was my first question. I was about to be like, do you want to make positive changes in your community?
Yes.
No.
Absolutely.
Seriously though. Okay, here we go. These are the questions now. Now this is a talk show out of the living room. This is the JONCEA show.
Okay.
Seriously though, why Inglewood?
Well, I live there. So first and foremost, I've been in LA for 10 years, almost 10 years. And I lived in Long Beach because when I first moved here, my job was in Signal Hill. So I just wanted to move somewhere close to the studio. And then I also lived in Hollywood. And Hollywood is a beast in itself, just like the environment I thought was not appropriate for a child to be raised in. And then I began to organize while I lived in Hollywood. I began to organize with Black Lives Matter in the movement. And going into Black communities from there, I realized like I needed to raise my son in a Black community. I needed for him to see Black teachers. I needed for him to have Black peers and, see a city in which Black people are running that city. And I went and looked at Inglewood and I fell in love with an apartment there. And I, of course, got the apartment and the rest is history. But I chose Inglewood because it's a Black community. And it's really important for me to raise my son around our people. I want him to go to HBCU as well. We're prepping for college, and one of his top choices is Howard. So, I believe he's very smart, so he could definitely get accepted into Howard. I would be very pleased if he does. I would be very pleased if he goes to any HBCU.
Hey, anybody that's watching, y'all, I'm a Howard alumni. Let's make that happen for my cousin, and let's have him somewhere to live and all that out there. Let's make sure he's straight. Let's make sure he eat and he got everything he needs because that's my hometown.
Right.
So.
I want to take him for a visit,
we can
especially
go
right
anytime.
now
Let's
where
just go anytime.
Those students are protesting. They're protesting their living conditions. Apparently, their dorms are molded.
Look at Shay
asbestos is there.
He's not there yet, Shay.
I know, but this, people need to know this. We need to be concerned about our kids, no matter if they're in our community or if they're on the other side of the country. Those are still our kids.
You're right.
And
I'm sorry.
they don't have healthy food options on their campus. So those kids are sleeping outside in tents instead of in their dorms. And we got people like the vice president who is an alumni of Howard. There's no reason that those kids should have to sleep outside for somebody to take their concerns serious. We have a lot of very wealthy and prominent, influential Black alumni and even Black people in general. You don't even got to be an alumni to go help those kids.
You're right.
You know, so I would love to take my son to visit, and I just told him the other day, like, let's try to go soon because I would love to go and support those kids, see how we can show up for them, as well as show you what it would be like to be on this campus as a student.
Yeah,
But
my cousin, you remind me so much of my Aunt Nene, and I literally text her and told her to come on. I don't know if she did or not, but I love
no, Aunt Nene don't play.
Aunt Nene don't play. Listen, I love how y'all love us. And I was raised Black community, Black police officers, Black mayors. I know how it is to be and want to be raised and raise your children in a community like that. Honestly, I joke and play a lot, but it really helped me. And I didn't realize that. It helped me in my life not have a massa syndrome.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, when I moved out here, it's a lot of people who come from different places. They all migrate here from different places around the country. And a lot of them have this massa syndrome where they practically do whatever they got to do to kiss the director's butts and just do the most when you don't really have to do that. You know, when you understand God and you understand what's yours is yours, you don't have to have that massa syndrome, you know.
And massa syndrome.
Yeah, it's real. It's real. I watch it and I'm like, wow, because I don't look at white people like that. I just look at white people like they're people.
You don't look at them like the savior.
No, hell no.
Yeah.
No, the savior's name is Renee Dixon or God. That's it. The rest of you niggas ain't really saved me. Like my mama be the one. Okay, and she talks me off the ledge from killing people. No, I'm playing. But no, I just never. I never looked at white people like that. And the funniest thing is, because we were raised like that, we weren't even raised to hate white people.
Right.
We just look at them like people because we don't care. We're strong Black people, you know? So I understand that. And I'm going to pray that he gets to get into Howard.
Ashe, thank you.
And let's talk more about what your plans are and, you know.
In Inglewood.
What's going on?
Yeah, so for me, it was a lot of stuff that was troubling when I finally decided, okay, I am going to go ahead and apply for this job. Education is important to me, but it's important to understand that currently we don't even control our own education department. We're under what's called receivership because we had people who were in charge who mismanaged funds and they didn't do what they were supposed to do in those positions. So we don't have any money in our budget going towards education in general. We don't have any money in our budget going towards social service programs. And living in a community like Inglewood, social service programs are very important because, you know, gangs are prevalent in Los Angeles in general. So we have violence that is occurring on our streets, and the violence is, I will be blunt and transparent about it. People are being killed. And it's happening every other day, or it's happening weekly. And our police department never arrests anyone. They never have any leads. You know, it is compiled on top of the fact that our police department does not have a good relationship with our community. You know, so that coupled with the fact that there's a lot of corruption even within our police department. For instance, just like 2 weeks ago, one of our police officers who works in the drug trafficking unit was just arrested by the FBI for trafficking drugs. Meanwhile, our police department gets a little more than half of our whole entire budget. So they're getting $70 million. For what? I don't know. But I mentioned that to say, I think that there needs to be a readjustment of priorities in Inglewood. Gentrification is another big issue that we're experiencing. Our leadership has brought in huge corporate entities that has raised the cost of living, to be quite frank, in the city. The median income for an Inglewood resident is $27,000, while the median cost of a house that's on the market in Inglewood right now is $800,000. So our current residents, we are not the people who can afford that. So you have to ask yourself the question, who are these houses really being priced for? So the Black and brown people are being pushed out of the city, and other people who look a little different are being able to come in because they have more access to cash and resources and loans to actually get these houses. Um, Mental health is important, as well as something. Some people might think that this is simple or minute, but it's important for our community to be clean as well. You see trash everywhere in Inglewood, and that's not necessary. It doesn't have to be like that.
Yeah, that's why I won't live there. No, I'm playing.
It ain't.
That's
I
why I'm
mean,
playing, y'all.
you know, I feel like they clean certain areas. You know, they're cleaning the areas where the stadium is. They want that part to look a certain way for the people who are coming into our city to patronize those businesses. Meanwhile, the rest of us are just left out there to fend for ourselves. Our downtown area, for instance, we got I would say a few homeless people who live right there in the downtown. I pass them every day. I see them. And so I know if I pass them every day and I see them and I know where they're sleeping, the city does too.
Yeah.
You know, with mental health issues, with homelessness, we got violence. We need programs that are going to prevent, intervene, and deter gang violence in general. Um, Also, another thing that I would like to mention is the fact that, you know, people come into Inglewood and they get really excited about the big television screen advertisements that we have, right?
Mm-hmm.
We have these big 20-foot tall, 60-foot long theater screens, is what it looks like.
Yeah, as a billboard.
As a billboard. And people believe that it is powered by electricity, when in actuality it's powered by diesel fuel, which is like the most harmful thing that our leadership could have chosen to fuel these or to operate these billboards with. We got every other city here in California is moving towards renewable energy and natural energy. They're thinking about the future, and then our leadership is taking us backwards and doing things that will continuously harm our environment and harm our residents. Toxins come from diesel fuel.
And it's also right there where the airport
Not
is.
to mention that it's right where the airport, you know, so the air quality in Inglewood is terrible. It's terrible. You know, so these are some of the reasons that I'm stepping up to the plate, because I would be remiss, to be honest, if I did not step up and try to make some changes, because I know I'm capable of doing it. And if nobody else is going to step up and try to do it, I will.
Come on, Dixon, because that's what we do as Dixons. We step up.
Yeah.
I'm here for it.
Yeah.
So, as a community, what do you need from us? What do you need from? I'm talking about. What do you need from people who
want me to win?
Who want you to win?
Okay,
what
so
do you need?
Over this next year, because the election is November 8th, 2022,
Mm-hmm.
I'm campaigning every single day. So you can definitely support me by voting for me November 8th. You can volunteer to my campaign to support us in whatever ways you might want to or be able to support us in, and you can donate to my campaign. I met with someone who is very... I guess skilled is not the word that you would use for this job, but she's a politician, and, you know, she's very respected and has had a very long and successful career.
Do you not want to mention names? This is just a JONCEA show. It's not really nationally syndicated quite yet.
Right.
Do you think it'll come back and bite you?
I don't know.
Do you care?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I don't have the job yet, and I want the job.
Okay. Wait a minute. Let me ask you this. Most powerful question. Are you going to win?
Yes.
Is it your job?
Yes.
Absolutely. So, go
SHA.
ahead.
I don't know if I want to say her name. However, she said she
Can
told
I say
me.
her name? Okay, I'll relax.
Thank you.
I'll Google it. I mean, just.
She told me that I'm going to need $3 million to beat Mayor Butts. I'm going to need to raise $3 million in order to win.
So that means you won't have to pay out about $2 million to them, so they can make them leave, huh?
No, that's against the law. I'm not paying nobody anything.
I'm just
like
saying,
that.
what was her point of saying
I'm only
that?
using campaign funds for things that I am legally supposed to use campaign funds for.
That's another thing.
I don't know what her point was. She started off with, "I'm not trying to scare you," so maybe she was trying to scare me. For real. So I don't know, cause I feel like I'm going to win regardless of how much I raise, but I do need people to donate.
Hallelujah. No, yes, you're going to win no matter what was raised. I'll say. That's what's up.
And then sharing my campaign with people, like just letting people know the good changes that I'm trying to do in Inglewood. Like that helps tremendously.
Well, everybody that I know in Inglewood, I will make sure.
Thank you.
Because I had no idea. Okay. I had no idea what you needed. I didn't know what was going on actually. And you had asked me to be a part. And I'm like, cousin, I'll do whatever. Then you was like, cousin, yeah, we're having our first meeting, our chair meeting, this and that, this and that.
No,
And
that's not. So
that was something different?
That's for my nonprofit. You know, you're on the board of my nonprofit.
My bad.
And yes, we did have the board meeting.
Hey, my cousin called me and was like, yeah, we're having a board meeting. And I was like, okay, what are you telling me for? Like,
it's okay.
And then she was like, okay. I said, well, I can't do it. And then she was like, well, what day will you be able to do it? We can basically do it around you. I was like, no. I don't think she grasping it. Like, don't do it around me. I'm one of them drug dealers you was talking about. Earlier.
We did not talk about no drug dealers on this show.
Listen,
you have to put some context
we was in
into
the
that
living room.
I don't want nobody.
We was in the living room. I'm just saying. My cousin said it's like she walking into a drug deal.
I actually said what I actually said was, you know, a lot of OGs in politics, because that's you know, I don't like to say politics. I'm not a politician. I feel like I am applying for a job that is in public service. That's what I have done for free, volunteering for the past 7 years. And this is the first actual public service job that I'm applying for that I will get paid for. So a lot of the elders who are elected or appointed officials have been giving me advice and talking to me. And so one of the people who was giving me some advice said that I have to look at this like I am working with drug dealers, because they are the same people. Yeah. And yeah, that was like basically a reality check for me.
It's a hustle. That's what they basically saying. And hustlers,
and it's cutthroat.
Yeah, I was about to say hustlers do whatever they got to do to get their stuff done. And it's sad.
And they might sell drugs too on the side because they're the same people.
I'm sure they definitely. I'm willing to bet the blood on my body that they are
drug dealers as well.
Oh yeah.
Or gangsters to some extent.
Absolutely.
And here I am, little old me, community organizer and activist.
Real activist too. No, for real. Who was it that you shut the bridge down for?
Oh, Mike Brown.
When Mike Brown
that was Darren Wilson's, when they failed to convict Darren Wilson. Yeah, that's what that was.
My cousin shut the whole, the 101?
I was not by myself shutting it down, and that's, you know, I didn't.
She got arrested and everything. I'm talking about how serious of an activist she is. And, okay, my question is, who can vote?
Anyone in Inglewood can vote. Any Inglewood resident can vote. So we currently have 63,000 registered voters in Inglewood. However, a lot of people in Inglewood are not voting. The last election results that I have are from 2017. These are the last results that the city of Inglewood has released. They are actually holding hostage the records for the elections for mayor and city council for the past 3 election cycles. However, the ones that I do have from 2017, out of the 63,000 registered voters that we had, a little over 2,000 voted.
Wow.
So people aren't engaging, but it's cool because I know what I have to do. I have to inform people, first of all, about what's going on, and I have to encourage people to actually vote, and I have to give them a reason that they feel is good enough for them to actually come out and vote. So,
wow.
Yeah.
2,000 people. I think I know at least 2,000 people in Inglewood.
Right. Yeah, and that's another thing. I'm like, it's not like people love Mayor Butts and he's just winning by landslides. It's that nobody is running against him and no one is voting. So, yeah. My work is cut out for me, but I'm prepared.
Hey,
And
sis, if you could go to law school
ready.
in the midst of losing a child, in the midst of living in Hollywood, working on TV every day for the last 10 years, you could definitely take down Mayor Butts.
Oh, he's going out.
He,
It's over for
he
him.
gotta go.
You know, I think that it would be great if he was like dignified, one of those people who actually cared about our up and coming leadership, you know, and
Mhm.
he felt like he should help develop the next leadership or pass the torch down.
Right.
Instead, it's like he's trying to create a dictatorship,
Mhm.
and the position of mayor as well as our city councils, because we have a legislative body on this board.
Yeah.
These aren't positions that people are supposed to stay in forever.
Right.
I think you're supposed to do 2 terms, 3 terms max.
Right.
Max. You know, and then move on to the next phase in your career and
Right.
help develop the people who are coming to take your place. I'm going to do that. All of this, I could talk all day about my vision for Inglewood and the things that I want to change and the things that I want to help improve. Small businesses as well. Like, oh my God, we need a revitalization of our downtown area. We got so many storefronts that are just closed. We got great small businesses in Inglewood that as a city we could help put them in the position to thrive in those very same storefronts.
Mhm.
Our small businesses should have been given the first opportunity to put their business inside of the forum, or not the forum, the Ram Stadium that was just built. You know, we have to consider our residents, and that is what
Nick, is the
our
phone
current
working?
leadership has neglected our residents completely.
Mm.
Look at you.
No, because I'm sorry.
See, no, what's
There we go.
what? Oh, you told someone to call?
Can you not do that in the living room, okay? How you doing, caller? State your name.
What's up?
State where you calling from. Hey, my
I'm
cousin.
calling from LA, yo.
Oh, this Brent.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Brent. He's back.
What up, ladies? What's happening?
He's
You
so
told me to call
rude.
back. I told you, John.
Hey,
I
boo.
told you.
Hey,
I know
boo.
I took a full cocoa butter shower. Y'all don't even know about
Nice.
that. Cocoa butter shower.
Brent is a comedian who is in love with me. No, play.
You in love with me, JONCEA. It's a mutual thing. Love go both ways, okay?
It do.
Love go both
I
ways.
love
you.
you. I don't know about
which
in
made,
love.
Which made no, you in love with me. That's what made me in love with you. That's how we
Okay.
in here in the first
Right,
place.
love is a two-way
That's what love
street.
is. We in here like a wind stream,
Oh,
like
my
a
Jesus.
swifter. You know what I'm saying? We just came together.
You know, Brent is the
Gosh.
funniest person ever. I
He
swear.
sound like he from LA too.
But Brent has something he wants to say to you, cuz.
Yes, Brent.
I really did want to say this for real. I do have a show out here that I do weekly Wednesdays. It's called Laughing by You. I do a lot of stuff with All Def Digital and all these different contents. But I have a studio, a full studio in Inglewood. I do a lot of work out in Inglewood, and I heard you about to take over this mayor game, and I want to do an event for you, a whole where I bring a whole show out and everything. But I wanted to edify you. I heard that JONCEA's people is running for mayor, and I want to take over Inglewood, and I want to get her out there and use all of my platforms and use my facilities to where we can get up and close with the people and do something, if that's cool with you.
Yes, absolutely. And thank you so much.
So we,
I appreciate that.
Brent and I have teamed up.
Wait, something's already planned?
Brent and I have teamed up with some great comedians to throw you a fundraiser show.
Shut up! You lying.
I'm not lying. I'm not lying. We have teamed up to throw you a show actually in, first of all, I remade the earring back, actually in Inglewood.
What? Yes!
So we're going to bring out as
I'm
many
sorry.
people
I'm
as we
sorry.
can
Hold on, let me go back to...
for you to campaign. And
Thank
we just proud. We
you.
just, aren't we, Brent? We just proud of you.
Thank you.
For sure. Thank you, man. Yeah, for real,
Thank
for real.
you.
We real proud of you, sis, for real. So, man, we're going to do this, man. It's a team. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get this cracking and take over the city like you're supposed to.
Thank you, Brent. You don't even know me,
For sure.
and you showing me love. I appreciate you so much. Thank
For sure,
you.
for
Thanks,
sure. We family,
Brent.
I got you, sis.
I
No
appreciate
doubt,
you
no
calling
doubt.
in,
Thank you.
too.
Please stop crying. 'Cause I
I'm
don't
not
wanna-
crying.
All right, no doubt, yo. So make sure you coming by the house later on, right, JONCEA?
I will do what I promised to do for you to do this for my cousin. Yes. No,
Oh my
like-
God. No, please.
Bye,
If you
Brent.
promise to do something.
I want a chicken omelet and some crab cakes.
Okay,
Hey,
cooking. Okay, that's
Hey,
fine.
Brent.
Bye, y'all.
See.
All right, fine. Cooking is fine. We can do that. Thank
Let
you,
me tell you something. If I
JONCEA.
got to lay down for you to win, cuz you gonna
No.
win. If I got to crack this thing back open to make you
No.
mayor, you gonna be mayor today.
No.
I'm like, don't worry.
Although I know if you crack it open to make me mayor, I would be mayor.
Anybody. We need 3 million. This poo-poo been on ice.
JONCEA.
Waiting for that 3 million for my cousin's campaign. No, I'm
Oh
kidding,
my
I'm
God.
kidding. But yeah, we do. We're putting together
Where's my
an
tissue?
amazing event. Here's one for you.
Thank you.
Another one.
Thank you.
Yeah. So
Oh my God.
that will be happening in the next couple weeks. We're just trying to get
Yay.
bigger names because we want to charge everybody $100 to get in.
What?
Yeah, we want to do a
JONCEA,
real campaign.
Why you
show.
tell me this on the air?
Because it was my surprise to
Oh
you.
my God.
And I just want you to know that I'm pulling for you.
Thank you.
1, I am proud of you. 2, I believe you are one of the most unstoppable people I know.
Thank you.
I look up to you even though you're younger than me. I do. Because you just work so freaking hard. And you go so hard. Hey, let me tell y'all something. My cousin go hard though. She's not what you think she is. So if you actually see her on TV fighting someone literally for her people or whatever, her heart is genuine. She reminds me of my Aunt Nene. She won't stop for her people. And for that, both of you will always be blessed. I'm telling you. We see you. We
Thank
see you. And we admire you guys. And a lot of people are not into politics and things like that, but we're into you. So please don't get offended if I'm like, I don't want to come to a board meeting because I don't like to be bored. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm going to be in that joint getting everybody in trouble. I'm going to be making jokes. I'm going to be like, wait, where at Inglewood? Like, I'm going to be tapping. And it's just, I'm the one that do things like this, set up events, the outreach person. That I'm that one you call when you need to fight somebody. You know what I'm saying? You need a bully. I'm here. I'm the Peter Pan of bullies. So I'm here. Stop crying. Like
You did it. I was trying
6 minutes left of the
cry
show.
anymore.
Please stop crying.
I
But
don't want to.
it's all right. I just want you to know, like I said, we're proud of you.
Thank you.
Shout out to everybody in the chat. Nick, if we could put in the chat where maybe we could donate to SHA. If anybody could donate anything, I'm telling you,
Please. Thank
we're
you.
probably going to do a GoFundMe eventually, closer, I'm going.
Well,
you for
people can go
mayor.
to my website and donate there. The thing about the donations on my website is I'm required to take their name and their address and ask the question if they're employed, and if they answer yes, to ask for their employer's information. So any donation that I receive that is $25 and up, they have to provide that information. But any donation that I receive that's $24.99 and lower, they don't have to provide that information, because I know a lot of people have an issue with giving people their address or giving people their employment information.
So can they make that stuff up?
Legally, you cannot make anything up, okay? Because,
First of all, none of us are legal.
but listen, the way that it works with the campaign funds that I raise, I have to be able to show for any donation that's $25 and higher. I have to be able to show exactly where it's coming from. And they can verify and see if the information is made up. And so let's just say some information is made up, then they'll make me send the money back. I won't be able to use it for my campaign.
Okay, guys.
So $24.99 and below.
So what my cousin
donation.
basically is saying in her own
But for what
voice-
you was talking about with the comedy show and charging $100 and stuff, like, that's perfect. And you don't need nobody's
I just want to
address
say
or
this,
nothing
guys.
for that. But
If you want, you guys can. We'll set up something where you
Yeah.
guys can donate if you want to donate more than $24.99, or you could donate $24.99 99 times.
oh my God,
You
JONCEA.
understand what I'm saying? It's ways around everything when you are a hustler. It's ways around everything. But let us know where they could donate.
FredrishaDixon.com. Please take a moment and go to my website because actually you'll be able to learn more about me and learn more about my vision for Inglewood. You can also donate there. You can contact me there. You can volunteer or send me your information if you would like to volunteer there.
Listen.
FredrishaDixon.com.
Single mothers, black women,
Yes.
black men, teachers, police, politicians that are watching that may see this somehow. Make sure if you are watching this, you like, share, and subscribe to Rollout Digital and share the JONCEA show.
Yes.
Please, y'all, we need every dime. I joke and play a lot, but we need this for our city. This is where they're putting the new stadium and all of these things.
It's
but they
already
are also,
there.
it is already there.
The Ram Stadium, the Clipper Stadium is being built right now, though.
Right. So they are basically overlooking black people to just do what they want. And my cousin is only one puzzle piece of what Inglewood needs, but at least it's a start. And if we can help her get in there to just start growing this area for our people, we're there. We're making strides here in LA.
I share you.
So I appreciate you giving me this exclusive with you today, cousin.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
I'm so excited and happy to be here. I'm always happy to see you. I feel like I ain't seen you in so long.
Girl, we just both been so blessed and so busy. But you know what? It's all good because I'm right here every Friday. If you want to pop in, it don't matter. I'm right here. Okay. But we do need to purposely make time for each other. We cannot go months and months. If it's just one day, we need phone calls and we need to make sure we have lunch or whatever because, we're each other's power and strength. So y'all, thank you guys for tuning in to the JONCEA show today. Please, guys, look out for my cousin. She's running for mayor. Thank you to everybody in the chat. Let me say hello to you guys. All right, I ain't gonna lie. I can't see the names on that phone. I have another phone. I'm gonna pull up right fast. This is so hood. But I mean, what about me isn't hood, guys? Haven't we met me before? If not,
that's not hood.
Focus.
That ain't called hood.
I mean, I know, cousin. Uh-oh, somebody else is calling. Let's go. Don't hang up, guys.
Oh, they got scared.
Don't get scared, guys. Hold on, I want to click on the JONCEA show on my other phone. What about me isn't hood? Uh-oh. All right, I want to shout out some people who have been on the chat with us, chatting with us. Shauna Kim, she said, hey, Shay and JONCEA. Hey, boo. Kim Shantler, what's up?
Oh,
Thank you for
shout out to Kim Chandler. Hold on.
Give it to her.
That is my what is it? What's it called? What is it called?
Kim, what are you called?
Kim is my communications director. That's what I was gonna say.
Wow.
Because she has literally made sure that my message is communicated to everybody. Kim wears so many hats. Kim has done so many wonderful things already. And even before the launch of my campaign, like Kim is someone who has worked to assist me. And Kim is volunteering her time. I'm not, please donate money so I can pay Kim.
It's all right, because you know what?
So shout out to Kim.
God
she is, so
is going to make sure Kim is never going to lack. I speak that on her life now, that there is endless funds chasing after her and endless dreams and endless fulfilled love and everything, Kim. Thank you so much just for being you. We appreciate it. We need you. We need more views. Thank you to One to Dree, tall guy. I don't know these people. To Shaka Starwell.
Okay, shout out to Shaka. That's my campaign manager.
Hey,
Shaka's a beast.
Shaka.
Shout out to Shaka.
Shout out to you, boo. Shout out to Bruce Jenkins. Donnell Sampler.
Darnell. Shout out to Darnell.
Shout out Darnell. He said $29.99 is the number.
$24.99.
$24.99 is the number. Retired player. Thank you. Who else? That looks like that's everybody that's on the chat right now. He said When is the info for the comedy show coming out? I got you. You can go to Fredrisha's page. She will definitely post it. It's really soon. We're just trying to work on getting a couple bigger names because, maybe Speedy could get.
Or maybe Speedy can come.
Yeah, Speedy's going to definitely be there.
Okay.
Nah, he doesn't have a choice. But maybe he can get Jamie to do it. And we just trying to raise money because my cousin, Speedy just walked in, is running for mayor.
Hey, Speedy.
Yeah. So, who I got to sleep with so my cousin could get in. It's like, no, Speedy has connects. Man. So, we are definitely putting together a fundraiser show to raise money.
Inglewood.
Yeah, man.
Inglewood is up to some good. And that is one of my taglines.
Yeah. Inglewood is what?
Up to some good.
I know that's right, because they be saying that.
Inglewood, yep. So it's now Inglewood is up to some good.
Let's go, girl.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Y'all heard it here. I got the exclusive. Hit me up if you want to donate. I'll make sure that she gets it. If if you want to go straight to her. However it works, y'all. Let's just make it work. Let's just get it in, and let's just get my cousin in office because I know her heart. I know that she will do everything in her power to make changes, and she will make changes because that's just what she does. And we will be going live about 6:07 once we see that my cousin passed the bar too.
I'm looking forward to that, going live and saying, hey, I passed. I'm so looking forward to that.
I can't wait. Okay. Oh, gosh, I'm about to cry. All right, y'all. Love y'all. Thank you, Nick. Always, you are the greatest. Next week, y'all, make sure y'all tune in. Man, make sure you tune in to SHA. I have one of my friends coming on who, oh my gosh, she wants to just tell her story of how she's a black woman that married a white guy. And everything, all the controversy around it and how serious it is so crazy.
Wow.
I told her, don't even tell me one thing. Let's save it all for the JONCEA show. And she's like, girl, I need to be on that couch. So make sure you guys tune in next week. It is going to be an amazing show as of this one was and all our other shows. Thank you, Roll Out Digital, for giving us a platform to talk. Thank you to everybody that sits in the living room. Thank you, Shay.
You're welcome.
Just for us, just for my people, just for trying, just for fighting, just for keeping going. If nothing else, you're a role model to so many of us. And we cannot wait to call you Mayor Dixon.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Love you guys. See you guys next week.